Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Sonoran Desert and always entertaining TPC Scottsdale, it's live second-round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is known as the greatest show on grass, and it has lived up to that moniker through the first couple of rounds as we take a look at the Friday leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a two-shot advantage here to begin play. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Down on the course, let's check in with Notabegay III.
Thanks, Rich. TPC Scottsdale sort of eases you into the round. Not much trouble surrounding the fairway or the green, so you have a great chance to get off to a quick start.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at one. And coming off the 63 yesterday, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. This second hole at 442 yards of par 4 is tempting. If you're one of the longer hitters, you might want to challenge those two fairway bunkers on the right. If you carry those, you'll have another chance to make a three. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
This one's looking good.
Oh, pumped up there. That's a little too long and consequently going back down the hill now. Going to require some touch.
Can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament. Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. It used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed.
PGA Tour moves back to California next week. We'll be at Hogan's Alley in Riviera Country Club just west of Los Angeles for the Genesis Invitational. Frank, we go from hysteria to history.
Oh, you do, yeah. Humphrey Bogart's tree on the left side of the 12th hole is still there, and it's still a feature. A huge sycamore tree there that kicks the odd ball away from the green. It's good. The whole golf course is in a sort of a bowl, so you get these swirling winds. I know they've tried to renovate the golf course over the last few years. It's actually made the fairways a little wider, but another straight-up test. I mean, the West Coast swing, you really have to bring your game.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
10-foot putt left. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he'll move to 11 under par. Here now at the par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. Perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side, one there if you come up a little short, and there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
Solid, good drive in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and this will remain a 3-shot lead. Here now at the 432-yard par 4-6, dogleg left, bunkers flanking both sides of the fairway. Avoid those, and a birdie is a good possibility. This one starting up that left side.
Oh, it's a nice break. Much rather prefer the first cut in the rough. And with that ball sitting up, the only thing I've got to worry about is width.
is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. Arriving here at the longest of the par 3s at TPC Scottsdale, the 215-yard 7th. This green features a false front, so you don't want to be short, especially left, where a big bunker guards the putting surface. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. 15 feet away. That had a pretty good line, very close to going in. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Now here at the par 4 8, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Oh, going to be watching this one intently.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
Imagine a missed club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. We close out the front 9 with the 454-yard par 4 9th. Avoid the right-hand bunker off the tee, and you should have a good look into this green, which is separated by a large hump running right through the middle of it. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway, now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. This 10th hole is really all about strategy and good decision making. It's a hard dogleg to the right, and you have a couple of options. You can cut the corner with a driver, but then you're contending with a small bunker and some trees if you miss-hit it. Or you can go with a fairway wood, but if you're offline, well, then you bring the bunkers on both sides into play. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This one measures out to 15 feet. Now that's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. Gets a birdie at number 10. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Now this for another birdie.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he's got it to 14 under par. Par 3 12 may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of the screen. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. A good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Here we go. This one for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Next up, the 558-yard par 5 13th. Great driving hole featuring water and desert on the right, mature mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. Drive the ball between that trouble, and the green is definitely reachable in two. This is a good scoring hole. Yeah, that's going to be into that desert zone in between the 6th and 13th. And that'll do just fine. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Par 4 14th, Frank. It seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
I suspect a little bit of a misset with the approach shot. That ball barely gets on the front edge.
Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Well, the majority of this movement is in the first 2/3 of this putt from right to left, and then it will straighten up towards the hole.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Okay, good putt, and a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th, another reachable par 5, water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green, and scores can range from 3 to 7 here, so the 15th is always exciting. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So now this one, got to have enough to get up a fairly steep slope. This for eagle. Yeah, that's a little more uphill than you think, and that's going to come up a bit short. Now this for another birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. He moves to 17 under par. Here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Okay, pretty good. Definitely where the next hole back on the tee. The crowd will like that one. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. He's got it to minus 18. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down. Okay, that's going to be saved from the lake by the bunker behind this 17th green, and that actually shouldn't be too bad back there. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4. You have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and the chasers. Different league.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notabegay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.